Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today we're gonna be going over the top 5 troops you can get in the underworld with chaos shards down in the delves. Go to portals, click on this, and you'll be able to open 10 portals or whatever, however many you want to do, and get some troops down here in the underworld. This is the only place you can get these troops. You can't get them from normal chests. You have to open the faction in the underworld, do the quest. I don't know if you have to do the quest or not, but you probably do. And then you can get these troops in the underworld with chaos shards. You can farm a delve-like City of Thieves on level 20 or level 50 or level 30 or whatever you do. Go check out my delve guide for that information. Or, you know, the Warrens if you're old school. It's not as good anymore, but anyway, these troops, you can get legendaries down here that are super targeted. Like, if I open these right now, the only legendary that would be in here is Tink Steam Whistle there. That's it. They're way easier to get than normal legendaries. If you think about it, if you're opening Glory, Gym, Guild chests, you got every single legendary in the drop table usually, right? So, if you're looking for the Dragon Soul, or Yao Gui, or Queen Titania, you're going to have trouble, because you're going to have to sort through all the legendaries and hope that you get the one you're looking for. Down here, there's only one. Only one. Only 4 troops in each one of these drop tables. It's pretty much like an event key, except for even more targeted. So, if you got good troops down here, they're way easier to get. They're easier to get than like an epic. They're really easy to get legendaries, so good place to go to get legendaries. I recommend this as one of the first things you do in the game. And I'm going to go over the top 5 troops down here in the underworld, in my opinion. I thought I would do this before I do the top 10 legendary troops, because, you know, some of these are lower rarity than legendary, and I already did top 10 commons, top 10 rare, top 10 ultra rare, and top 10 epics, so go check those videos out. And I'm going to do top 5 underworld troops, and then we'll do the top 10 legendaries. So I'm actually going to do a little editing in this video, so I get everything ready before I start talking, and let's get to it. So top 5 underworld troops you can get in the underworld. Alright, so the number 5 troop you can get in the underworld with chaos shards, really easy, is Harpy Mage. Harpy Mage, 14 red, yellow, Stonesong Eerie, Suncrest. You can get it in Stonesong Eerie by throwing chaos shards. It's a Strix Mystic, starts battles with 75% mana. 25% this chance to summon a Blade Wing when an enemy dies, and gain 9 life when attacking delves. Conjure a Dust Storm. Then choose an ally and explode 30 gems of one of their mana colors. Really good mana generator. Starts with 75% mana. That's almost as good as you can get. And a Dust Storm, 30 gems or whatever for you of one of their mana colors. You can use it in teams like this right here, the difficulty 12, no mythic, metal farming team, Shield of Urskaya, Rowan, Leprechaun, Harpy Mage. Get this thing up. Well, actually, you cast this, which probably gets this, and then you cast this again. Now these two are ready to go really quickly. It's a really good mana generator that's used, and really easy to get because it's only the epic down here. You'll probably get it the first time you open chaos portals down here. So that's my number 5, and I'll probably show teams. I just showed one, so I'll at least show like 3 teams for this. And once again, remember, you can get this in Stonesong Eerie. All you have to do is throw chaos shards at the portal, and you will probably get it. Alright, my number 4 troop that you should get in the underworld with chaos shards is Gargoyle. Gargoyle, 14 red, brown, Hall of Guardians, white helm, construct. Reduced damage from skulls by 50% and reduced damage from spells by 25%. It's got both. It deals 39 splash damage to an enemy boosted by all allies attack, explode 2 gems. The boost ratio is 3 to 1. And explodes 2 gems, so it's kind of like a mini Infernus, maybe. Really good. Oh, actually a mini Ketris. You can use it in teams like this. I don't really have a specific team for it, but Stone Slicer is almost made for this troop, which you can get in the Soul Forge right now. It deals damage to an enemy boosted by construct allies. The gargoyle is a construct. Then it creates a mix of 6 purple and brown gems for each construct ally. Purple will go back into the weapon, and brown will go back into the gargoyle. So we got you got 3 constructs here. You can't make your hero a construct, so don't pay attention to the class there. You'd probably do like Titan or something, and or a Red Storm. And don't pay attention to the banner either, but you can also use like Harpy Mage with this, Earth's Fury, stuff that boosts attack since it boosted by all allies attack. Earth's Fury gives everybody attack, so stuff like that. And yeah, I'd recommend probably at least 2 gargoyles, maybe even Mountain Crusher, and then maybe a Harpy Mage or something like that. And you can just mess around with it. 2 gargoyles, 3 gargoyles, Stone Slicer, Mountain Crusher, Earth's Fury, whatever you think. The only thing I don't like about the Earth's Fury is that it's the same exact mana colors. But try to get its attack up at least. Even if you don't, it still does really good damage. And if you have 2 of them, you can shoot at their 2nd slot and then shoot at their 4th slot. And usually you got them down. So it's like a Ketris, but an epic troop. So this is an epic troop, by the way. You're gonna get this in like your first try, and it's really good for like delves and stuff like that. So number 4 is Gargoyle. Explodes 2 gems, deals splash damage, boosted by attack, has stone skin and spell armor. Really good troop right here, especially in pairs. Alright, my number 3 troop you can get in the Underworld with Chaos Shards is Queen Beatrix. The first legendary, but hey, pretty sure you can get it within 1,000 Chaos Shards, probably 2,000, at the most 3,000. Queen Beatrix, 16 green, blue, the Deep Hive, Drifting Sands, Wild Folk Mystic. The best thing about this thing is Royal Honey. Cleanse all allies when matching 4 or more gems. So really awesome. It does a create 9 green and 9 brown gems, then deal 86 or whatever you do. True scatter damage. There are independent 40% chances to gain an extra turn and half my mana back. So it's making a bunch of green and brown, which hopefully give you an extra turn. If you're using this alongside, say, King Gobtruffle or another Queen Beatrix, you're turning the whole board green and brown, so you're likely to get an extra turn that way, which will give you the Royal Honey if you need a cleanse, and also an extra turn. Then you have independent 40% chances to gain an extra turn, so there's another extra turn potential chance right there, or half your mana back. So you could get the extra turn off of the green and brown and then get half your mana back too. Which green and brown, it uses green, so it's just awesome. It's really good at looping. It's not as good as other troops that I'm going to mention in a second, but which you know, it's King Gobtruffle. But definitely the second best, and it does true damage, true scatter damage. So when you're looking to go a little bit quicker in early events, and you're using King Gobtruffle, you can switch to Queen Beatrix. You can get it done a little bit faster. She's just not as consistent and reliable, but still really, really, really good. Like, if there wasn't a King Gobtruffle, this thing would be King Gobtruffle. Use it in teams such as Forest Troll, King Gobtruffle, Queen Beatrix you would put here, and then Doomed Glaive or Doomed Club. Or you can do double Queen Beatrix if you're feeling saucy. And yeah, this is definitely number 3, mostly for the Royal Honey, but this is awesome too. Everything about it is awesome. So the only reason it's not ahead of King Gobtruffle is because the 40% chance for an extra turn, while King Gobtruffle has a 100% chance for an extra turn. So more consistent. I'd rather get like 4 King Gobtruffles in a row than just 1 Queen Beatrix. You know what I mean? So Queen Beatrix, number 3 on the list. Way easier to get than other legendaries, even other epics. You got to get down here. You got to get down in the Underworld and get all these troops as soon as possible. Alright, so our number 2 troop, you might be surprised. This is going to be, put yours down in the comments, by the way. Your top 5, your top 10, whatever you want to do. I'm doing top 5 because I feel like there's 5 you should definitely get down here. There might be other ones that are decent. I didn't do any honorable mentions, so how about you guys do that for me down in the comments. But, number 2, who's it gonna be? Who's number 2 gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Is it gonna be this? Is it gonna be this? What do you think? I'm gonna go with this, guys. King Gobtruffle, my number 2 troop you should get in the Underworld with Chaos Shards. Let's just do this just one time, just to see. Look at that, already. Bang! A legendary, just with 200 Chaos Shards. You can get that in one day. So you can get a legendary right now. One of the best legendaries in the game. I can't call it the best because I put number 2 on my list, and I still haven't put out my top 10 legendaries, so we'll see where he falls on that list. But I'm sure he'll make the list. But let's look at some teams. You guys probably already know since I just showed it, but Truffle Shuffle. Usually you would use Titan, hopefully a level 100 Titan, with that last trait that gives magic every time you get an extra turn. But also Warden's okay. I've been using it just to level it up, but it's second best class to use with this. Double blue, green, minus yellow banner. Forest Troll, King Gobtruffle, Doomed Glaive, or Doomed Club. And if you don't have either one of those, you can even use a Mountain Crusher. It's just less effective. But this guy, 17, green, blue. Amnithrax, Zajan, Elemental Goblin. Goblins, baby. Spore Cloud, disease a random enemy when matching 4 or more gems, and that'll come into, you'll see why that's good in a second, but Poison Spores, inflict poison when I take skull damage, and deal damage to all enemies. Create a mix of 16 green and brown gems, boosted by poisoned and diseased enemies. Gain an extra turn, so you're diseasing, you're poisoning, and you're getting an extra turn, and doing damage. And when you pair this with Forest Troll, which is putting a ton of green on the board, and the Doomed Glaive, which can convert brown gems to Doom Skulls, just think about that. Create a mix of 16 green and brown gems boosted by poisoned and diseased enemies. Disease a random enemy when matching 4 or more gems. They're all going to be diseased. 1-to-1 ratio. Bunch of green and brown. You pretty much get a guaranteed extra... It is a guaranteed extra turn every time you cast this thing. So, you cast it. It gets an extra turn. It probably fills its mana back up again. You cast it. You get an extra turn. It probably fills its mana back up again. You cast it. We should just show it. Let's just show it. Okay, let's go take this King Gobtruffle team for a spin. I'm going to show it at least in one battle here. We're in Fangmoor. We had this yesterday. You can use it here. Anytime you can use blue in the Delves, you can use this exact team. The weapon doesn't need to be blue, and then everything else is blue. Also, on Guild Wars Blue Day, just put a Mirage Queen in that 4th spot, and you're good to go. But let's show how this team works. You want to get your Forest Troll up. I've seen somebody, and I'm not going to say your name just because, you know, saying that they don't like to use the Forest Troll in first slot, but man, this thing reduces damage from skulls by 33%. It inflicts entangle when doing skull damage. I think it's the best choice in that first slot. Plus, I don't know. They were putting this up in the first slot, but that's green. It's blocking too much of the Gobtruffle, I think, with that 18 mana cost. Please don't do that. Just do the Forest Troll, because watch this. Even with 10 on the board, we should get an extra turn. No, but still. Don't take your extra turns. Just go ahead and cast. And then, well, it's not exactly going as planned here, but we got this. This is not a level 20 delve. As soon as you get it going, though, it's going. As soon as you get it going, it's going. Once you get like 2 troops up, it's gone. It's out of here. It'll keep on going. Let's show one more time just to get the gist of it. But it loops really well. I even made a video on this. It's the best team of 2020. This team right here. So if you want to see more of this team, go check that out. Tells you how to get every single troop and shows it in battle extensively. So we need green, brown, blue. Didn't get it there. Let's take green, because that'll get this guy up. Hopefully we'll get an extra turn. There we go. And it doesn't want to loop for you guys, but it really does. It loops. I promise. Like, watch this. Look at all that green. Now everybody's up. That would have just been going and going and going after that. We just aren't on a hard enough delve to show it off. But there you go. That's the team. That's my number 2 Underworld troop you should get with Chaos Shards down in the delves. So let's go check out number 1. Okay, the number 1 troop you should get down in the Underworld with Chaos Shards is... And people are going to argue with me on this one because King Optruffle is definitely a candidate for number 1. But I always say it's the Mirage Queen that you should get first down here. Because you can use it with 2 different teams. King Optruffle is 1 team. It's the best team of 2020. But it's 1 team. The Mirage Queen can be used with King Optruffle, with Phoenicia, with Rowan. Anytime you got elementals, it can be used. So it's down in the Sunken Fleet. Let's go check it out. Look at a team. The fastest team in the game. So this is on the fastest team in the game. So, you know, King Optruffle's on the best team of 2020. That's 1 year. This is on the best team, the fastest team in the game. So, the Mirage Queen. 15 red, blue. Sunken Fleet. Bright Forest, Elemental Construct. All elementals start battle with 50% mana. Reduce damage from skulls by 33%. It's even on more teams than that, by the way. There's other teams this is on. That's why I'm making it my number 1, because it's on the Phoenicia team. It's on the Rowan team, which are 2 of the fastest teams in the game. That's like number 1 and number 2. Number 3, it's on. You can use it with King Optruffle on Blue Day for Blue Guild Wars. You can use it with the Wild Queen to just go crazy with skulls. Curse all enemies, convert all green gems to doom skulls. All elementals start battle with 50% mana. It's awesome. So it's on the fastest team in the game right here. So let's go run a battle with that. This is why it's number 1. So you can argue with me in the comments if you want. King Optruffle is 1 team. The Mirage Queen is on several teams. Like 4 or 5. At least. Let's go do an explore. We'll show what it's supposed to do. While you're doing vault or whatever. You're doing vault. You're going for vault keys, or you're going for class experience, or just normal experience, or you're doing adventure board, or you're just going through a quest. This is the best team to use, because watch this. It's up. And it's down. Fastest team in the game. You'll see people just jamming that button, doing vault, doing class experience, doing normal experience, doing adventure boards. You can use it with any class. That's why it's awesome, because you can just level up any class that you want to level up. So, I would call the Mirage Queen the number 1 troop you should get down there in the Underworld, especially if you have all the components for the Rowan team, all the components for the Phoenicia team, or at least the Rowan team, even just the Rowan team, because look at this, bang. But let's show another team. We'll go to games, dungeons, fight. Here's another one. The Mirage Queen is on this one too. It starts Phoenicia with half mana. A mythic with half mana. Once again paired with a Leprechaun. I missed an extra turn there, I realized, but who cares? Because boom! Get out of here. I use this every day. I use the Mirage Queen every day. Do I use King Optruffle every day? I don't know. Almost every day, but definitely not. I use this one every single day. This troop every single day. King Optruffle I probably use every other day. So that's what I'm basing it on. How many teams it's used in. And I use it every single day. Bang. All done here. I need to get the offer real quick before I forget, because I'm going for a troop in the Soul Forge, and this doesn't cost real money for PS4, so by the way. Okay, so we can show even another team. Let's do it. Let's go to Explore. Explore. Why are we on difficulty 10? I don't know. I want to go to 12. Difficulty 12, Explore. I don't know if I've ever showed this team other than on live stream. But here's another one. The Mirage Queen. And this time it's starting the Wild Queen with half mana. But it's doing more than just starting someone with half mana. It's also casting its spell for once. And doing it very good. So Leprechaun, looking for green. It changes green to Doom Skulls. So look at that, we got that right here. Boom, Skulls. Wild Queen stealing attack, making a bunch of green. Mirage Queen turning that green. The Doomed Axe turning that purple. That was a difficulty 12 Explorer. This is what I use for difficulty 12 Explorer. Every single time. Doomed Axe. Deal damage to all enemies, +1 per tempering level. Convert purple gems to Doom Skulls. If the enemy has a Doom, create 5 more. Gain 3 mana for each yellow enemy. The Wild Queen, 22, purple, green, brown, Pan's Veil, Elemental Wild Folk. Steal up to 52 attack from an enemy and give it to my first ally. Create a mix of 22 skulls and green gems. That's like peanut butter and jelly with the Mirage Queen, because then the Mirage Queen turns green gems to Doom Skulls. So, it's like King Bloodhammer and Glacion. The Wild Queen and the Mirage Queen are like King Bloodhammer and Glacion. Think of it like that. Summon a Bone Storm when an ally dies. We aren't dying, but... The Mirage Queen, 15, red, blue, Sunken Fleet, Elemental Construct. Curse all enemies. Convert all green gems to Doom Skulls. All elementals start battle with 50% mana. Reduce damage from skulls by 33%. And Leprechaun's exploding, 22 green gems boosted by my gold. Gain 20 gold and starts battles with full mana. One more time. Also, Blue Guild Wars. Blue Guild Wars, Forest Troll, King Gobdruffle, the Mirage Queen, another team. Is that 4 teams or 5 teams? We got brown here, might as well use it. Then we got Leprechaun. We're still going here, folks. We're gonna steal their attack so they can't hit us back. Steal their attack so they can't hit us back. Do it again. Now we got Mirage. Bang. Go with the Wild Queen again, it looks like. Steal their attack so they can't hit us back. Come on, Mirage. And we're putting Hunter's Marks on them to make it even more powerful. But yeah, that's my number 1. You can argue with me if you want, but I just showed you 4 or 5 teams that the Mirage Queen is used on, while the King Gobdruffle team is awesome. It's the number 1 team of 2020. It's a really good, infinite looping team, but I'm telling you, the Mirage Queen's on the fastest team in the game. It's on the fastest difficulty 5 Explorer team. It's on the team I'm using for difficulty 12 Explorer to farm medals. It's on the Blue Guild Wars team. It's on so many teams that it's got to be number 1 for me. So go in the Underworld right now. Go in the Underworld right now. Open up the Sunken Fleet. Go down here. Throw freaking Chaos Shards until you get it. And if you don't have enough, farm it every day until you get it. And then do your Rowan team. And then look forward to being bad and bougie with the Phoenicia team. How many is it going to take here? Oop, I just opened up 1. I was just going to show it for educational purposes here. And it does not want to come through. But how many is that? You know, I've opened like 5, 6. You might have to do like 2,000. So save up like 2,000. There it is, right there. That was like, what? 6, 7, 8 times I did it. I pushed the button. So 1,200 to 2,000. That's not that many. That's way easier to do than opening a bunch of keys and hoping that you get a legendary out of a pool of 100 or so legendaries. Like, it's so much easier. So, before this video gets too long, that is my top 5 Underworld troops that you should get with Chaos Shards by opening portals down in the Underworld. So, leave yours in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. It helps a lot. It's dollars instead of pennies that YouTube gives me. And tell your guild about the channel. Tell them to subscribe, watch, like, comment, all that. And let me know if you do that, and I'll shout you out. And if you've already done that and told me and I didn't shout you out, tell me again, and I'll shout you out, because I get, you know, I forget. So, yeah. Like, share, subscribe, because your joining helps a lot. Tell your guild, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.